Hello, how are you?
Yeah, hello. I'm good.
All right, awesome. Okay, so I see you have a lesson plan today.
Yes.
Oh, we're going to talk about travel. Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what we'll cover today is vocabulary words related to travel, grammar, wishes about the present and future using I wish, and discussion, an idea for for a travel TV commercial. Interesting. Awesome. Okay, so do you like traveling?
Uh, yeah, I like traveling, but not much than others.
um, yeah, I agree. I like traveling, but there's the extra stuff I don't like packing and
Mm-hmm.
cleaning and going to the airport.
Yeah. So yeah, yeah. that's that's too that's too hard, and that's too. Mm, sorry.
Yep, it's okay. Yeah, it's hard and that's the boring part. Like I
Yeah,
like to
boring.
be
Yeah.
places.
Mm-hmm.
I like to be places. I wish we could like teleport. It would be
Yes.
so much nicer.
Ignoring. Yeah, ignoring.
Yeah,
Annoying.
annoying.
That's,
Yes.
yeah, annoying. Mhm.
All right, awesome. Have you traveled a lot?
No.
I haven't either. Especially not in the last like 10 years.
You are serious than me.
Yeah. I found a place I like and I stayed here.
hmm
All right, awesome. Um, what's the best and worst travel you've ever been on?
mm, my best travel was my honeymoon tour, and my
Mhm.
worst travel travel is I do not remember, because yeah I have not many time traveling.
Okay, awesome. Uh, and we usually forget the bad stuff. So, um, so let's see. For me, hmm, it would. I think it was when I was young. I was like 9. I flew on a plane for the first time by myself, and so I lived in Ohio, and we had a layover in Chicago,
Mm-hmm.
and this was back in the early '90s, so it wasn't as scary back then. I had a flight attendant because I was a child, and she was supposed to stay with me, and she had a family emergency, so she had to go make a phone call,
Mm-hmm.
and and there was nobody to watch me, and then this great big man came over to her and he tapped her on the shoulder and he said, "Excuse me, miss, um, if you need help, we can watch the little girl with you." And
Mm-hmm.
it turned out to be the Chicago Bears football team. So these were very famous men, and they they watched me in the airport because they were on the same flight as me. They watched me in the airport while the flight attendant went and handled whatever it was she needed to do. Um, and I don't know anything about sports now, and I didn't then either. And I remember when I got home, I told my grandpa. He asked me what
Mhm.
had happened, and I told him I was like, "These football players were there, and they were like my bodyguards for like an hour." And he was like, "What football team?" I was like, "I don't know." I have no idea. He's like, "You didn't get anybody's names or autographs?" No. It was really funny.
Mhm.
And he loved to tell that story. He's like, she met famous people and she had no idea what to do.
Uh-huh.
All right, awesome. Um, so let's do some vocabulary review. So read the words aloud after your tutor, and then check the meanings.
Mhm.
All
To
right. So
escape.
this. All right. Good job.
yeah, to escape, to get away from a bad situation.
Good job.
Daily hassles, the stress of everyday life, easy sitting in traffic. Travel itchy. Oh, I do not have travel itchy. A feeling of wanting to travel very badly.
All right, good job.
Uneasy, not comfortable or relaxed.
All right, awesome.
Passionating, extremely interesting. Adventurous, eager to go to new places and do exciting or then dangerous things.
All right, awesome. Great job. Okay. All right, so now we're going to listen and repeat. So I'll read and then you read. Um,
Mm.
hey, Peter, what's the matter? Are you okay?
Hi, hi, Jana. Jana.
Joanna.
Hi, Joanna. I'm okay. It's just I feel bored and tired as every day seems to be the same. I want to escape from daily hassles and just relax.
Awesome. Sounds like you have the travel itch.
Mhm.
Awesome. Okay, so this is the same thing. I'll read and then you read.
Mhm.
So
Travel.
travel itch. Oh, sorry. You go. You read that one. You've been reading the dark blue.
Mhm. Travel itch. What's that?
It's a feeling when we. It's a feeling we get when we don't travel for a while. We feel uneasy, knowing that there's so much more to do and see.
I think you're right. I'd love to go somewhere mm, fa- fascinating and do something adventurous. I wish I had the money to do it.
All right, great job. All right. Okay, so vocabulary practice.
Mhm.
Pick a picture and imagine that you're in it. Talk to your tutor about why you're there and what you'd like to do using the words below. So, for example, I came to this fascinating place to experience something new. I'd like to do, and then you move forward. Um, so, imagine you're in one of these pictures and use some of these words to describe it.
Mm, oh, it's too hard for me. Can you help me?
Yeah, yeah, okay. All right, so I'm going to use this picture here with the elephants.
Mhm.
Um, so I came to Africa to escape um, my daily life,
Mm.
and because I wanted to see elephants, because I find them to be very fascinating, and I want to relax and get to know the elephants.
Mhm. Great. I'm always difficult to make sentences
Mhm.
in curriculum lesson.
Yeah. It can be difficult.
Mhm.
How long have you been practicing English?
I have been practicing English for over 1 year.
Okay. All right. Um, yeah, sometimes it can be hard to think in English. Um, so you try to you try to translate from
Mm-hmm.
your native language into English,
Yes.
um, and it can make things difficult. Usually, the best way is to teach yourself to think in English, so
Mm-hmm.
you don't have to translate. Um, and then you just have to like tell yourself you're like I'm thinking in English right now. um,
Mm-hmm.
but that can be hard to teach yourself to do because you've been thinking in your native language your whole life.
Yeah.
um,
Mm.
you just have to find a way to trick yourself into it. So like for me, um, one of the ways I think in other languages is I use music.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, so, like, I'll find songs that I know really well in English, and
Yes.
then I'll listen to them in the language I'm learning. So, like, right now I'm learning Spanish.
Yeah.
Um, so, I'm listening to a lot of my favorite songs in
Mm-hmm.
Spanish because I know what they mean and I know what I'm supposed to feel when I listen to them. So, I can just think about the Spanish and hear it and let myself feel it, but in Spanish.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that's good idea. Actually, actually, when when I when I started to learn English, um, I I think I speak I speak alone. Um,
Mm-hmm.
when I speak alone in English, when I take a shower, when I take
Mm-hmm.
a shower or wash dishes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's great, great habit to learn English. I think so.
Yeah. Yeah. The more you practice, the better. So even if you have to practice alone, it's good um, to help you think and do it because the more you practice, the more you speak, the better you'll get. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, you just have to figure out what works best for you and for your life. Um, so like yesterday when I was out shopping, I was listening to
Mm-hmm.
a Spanish lesson. Um,
Yeah,
because
I always like to do that.
I need to be doing something else while I'm learning. Otherwise, like I get bored.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yeah. I have a intention to learn English every day, but uh, my English is not increased as I thought, as I much as much as I thought.
Hmm. Um, I, yeah, sometimes that happens. You get like stuck at a certain level. Um, I usually find that's when you need to do something different. So, what things do you do right now to try to practice your English?
Hmm. I just listening. I just listening.
Okay. Okay. Um, so yeah, maybe it's time to practice in a different way, like
Yeah.
coming on Cambly and not just doing the lessons, but like having conversations with people.
Yes.
Um,
That's the
uh,
best way.
yeah, because conversations are more dynamic
Mm-hmm.
and it teaches you to think faster.
Yeah.
Um, and because you want to respond. Like if I ask you a question, you want to give me an answer, so you teach yourself to think
Mm-hmm.
faster in the new language.
Yeah.
Um, um, and like maybe watching movies in English or listening to music in English. Like I said, give yourself something new to work on, and it will make your English advance again. Um,
Yes.
you're just you're doing the same thing, and your brain is bored with it, so you're not learning anymore.
Yeah. I'm eager to hope like that, but I think my effort is lacking.
Well, how much do you practice each day? You said you try to practice every day. How much time do you use each day?
I have been practicing three three times a week on Cambly
Hmm.
because my country people do not speak English in their their lifetime. So
Uh-huh.
mhm, I uh, I can just to speak. I can only speak with the foreign people on Cambly.
Okay. All right. So, uh, Yeah, I understand that. There's limitations with that. I have that same thing with Spanish. There's not a lot of people in
Mm-hmm.
my area that speak Spanish.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so Cambly is definitely good.
Yes.
But try to throw some other things into the mix, like watch English movies or something that you find entertaining.
Mm-hmm.
Um, like do that on the days of the week that you're not doing Cambly, just to give yourself that extra boost. Because if you practice in
Mm-hmm.
some way every day, you'll
Yes.
progress more quickly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I have another way to practice English. Um, that is that's when I'm a housewife and
Hmm.
son,
Hmm.
I I practice English sentence when my kids were playing at home.
Hmm.
I just practice in
Oh, that's good
English
too.
to them. So
Okay.
their
Are you
English,
trying to help them learn English?
yes, yeah. So their comprehension is very good because mm, I speak I speak I have spoken in English every day.
Okay, awesome. That's a great way. Teaching
Mm-hmm.
your children English will help you learn English because it it solidifies what you know because you're teaching it to somebody else.
But that is defeated. That has defeated. That's why my English is my English has a long sentence,
Hmm.
so I have many mistakes about
Hmm.
English. So uh, I don't know. That is great, good or not. But I'm try to speak English in my daily life.
Hmm. I think that's good. Even if you have mistakes, you're still practicing. And
Mm-hmm.
if you know you're making mistakes, then you can try to think about the mistakes you're making. And
Mm-hmm.
then when you get a chance, you like when you're on Cambly, you can ask, is this the right way to say this? Or you can look it up uh, in a book or on the internet and learn to correct
Yes.
yourself. Mhm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's great.
And as your children start having questions, as they get older, you can also help answer their questions.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, awesome. Let's not get too far off the path. Let's do another slide. So we're
Mm-hmm.
going to fill in the blanks. This should be a bit easier. Um, Fill in the blanks using the words below. The first one is done for you, and the answers
Yes.
are on the next slide. So the first answer was daily hassles are the source of minor everyday stress coming from having to do many things from the I can't read from coming from having too many things to do or losing something. Um, so let's try the second sentence. What goes in
Mm-hmm.
this sentence?
The trip to the uh, desert, deserted. All right.
Yeah,
Deserted. The trip to the deserted island was quite, quite, quite adventurous.
quite.
Quite adventurous.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Advent.
As we had to sail the boat ourselves. Hmm. Yep.
Yeah. As we had to sail the boat ourselves.
I think adventurous is the right answer for that.
Yes.
All right. Okay. Let's try sentence number three.
Reading a travel book is one way to sketch your your uh, uh, Reading a travel book is one way to scratch your travel itch when you can't actually travel.
Great job.
Travel.
All right, awesome. Okay, let's try sentence number 4.
Bestie took a vacation to escape from her stressful job.
All right, good job.
Yeah.